What's going on, Phantom lovers? Today I want to sit down and make this short video on how I balance out the props on my Phantom 3. Yesterday, if you watched the video that I did yesterday, you'll see that I had one prop in there that was just way out of balance, and every time I spun it, it just wanted to flip-flop back over to the one side. Well, this is that prop. I had some time on my hands today, so I thought I would sit down and figure out how I could fix that. This prop is now a really nice, well-balanced prop. It's just as good as any other prop that I balanced out yesterday. It's in really good shape. So I'm going to tell you how I did that real quick. What I did is I just spun it up and I just let it settle down, and then of course it did its flip-flop thing. But what it did is, so that just showed me right there that the bottom side of the hub was the heavy side of the hub, and that's what was making the prop do that flip-flop thing. So all I did is I grabbed a little bit of 80 grit sandpaper and I started sanding on this hub a little bit at a time. I'd sand on it a little bit, put it back in the balancer, sand on it, put it back, just do that 8 or 9 or maybe even 10 times until I finally got the prop to start balancing out the way I wanted to do. And then I went in with some 320 sandpaper, and then I finished it up, and that's how I got the prop to balance out. That was a real clean way. I don't even have any fingernail polish on the tip of it at all. It came out, it balanced out real nice, just by sanding off on the heavy side of that hub. That's all there was to it. I do want to point out that these are all original DJI props. They are not aftermarket props. So anybody can actually do this. I mean, it came in really sweet. I mean, it just balanced out really nice. I do a 4-point check on mine. I check this tip here, and then I bring it over. Then, of course, I check this tip here. I'll bring it and make sure it stays balanced. Then I'll bring it in and make sure it stands straight up and down both directions, and it will. So it came out real nice. We'll just leave it like that. And, so now I know I got a real well-balanced prop just by sanding on the hub just a little bit. I want to put this out there that I only took off a few thousandths off that hub. I did not go in there and take off an 1/8 of an inch or a 1/16 of an inch. I just sanded on it until it started coming in, and then I fine-tuned it with the 320 sandpaper. That's all there was to this. So the 80 grit just took off a little bit more there so I could get it to start balancing out. So that's all I did. So I just wanted to do a follow-up on this, on how I repaired that blade. And now it's a totally functional blade that I will use because, like I said, you can't even hardly tell that I sanded on it. But I did. And it came out really sweet. I'm real happy with the way it came out. So I just start doing that on all my props from now on. I'll just find the heavy side of the hub, do a little sanding on that, and then just fine tune it with some fine sandpaper until it comes in and does exactly what I want it to do. And that way there, the blade is like brand spanking new across both blades. No sanding on them, no fingernail polish on the tips, nothing like that. It will be a really clean, fresh blade that's well balanced. So I just wanted to throw that out there for you, let you know how I fixed that. And maybe you want to give this a try and see if you can get your blades to balance in like that. That's all I got. You guys have a good one.